What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Sheltered. My name is Splattercat. I'm going to give it a couple more episodes and just kind of like see if we can get ourselves out of this weird lootless rut that we've been in for the last 5 or 6 episodes, where like that expedition right there was a really big deal for me, and I was kind of hoping that it would solve our problems, and unfortunately we got 0 loot in the last episode. None. Like one building had like 2 buckets inside of it. And so anyways, we're a little bit stuck right now. We don't have a whole lot of options. I'm not really sure what happened. Like, we had somebody, like it said Mary found loot, but I don't know if she actually brought it back here. Like, it gave her the option to loot one time, but I'm not really sure what happened with that. It was like an odd, I don't know if it was a bug or what it was in all reality, but it was kind of a weird situation. We don't have a whole lot of, like, ammo left. We've been using up our ammo pretty left and right lately, so we're probably going to be sending people out with just, like, melee weapons from here on out and just let them, like, club people to death. Luckily, people with guns in this game typically don't really seem to have a whole lot. Oh, we got that right there. Okay, so go down, drink water, come back up, and fix the shower. You got jorbs to do, but what I wanted to do right now is I actually have both of my people sleeping who are going to be back out in the field as soon as possible. I had read somewhere that the rad pills last for a couple of days after you take them, and they make you immune to radiation, so we might try to solve that, but I got to let them sleep for a little while, otherwise I ain't going to get nothing done. So let's grab her real quick. I'm going to have her run over and eat food and then drink water. I'm going to have her swap into the good bed real quick. There it is. And what I'm really hoping for right now is that we're just going to catch a trader at some point. If we can get a trader down through here to sort of like make our life easier, that would be the best way to solve most of our problems. The traders so far seem to be the #1 way to get yourself stocked up on random stuff. And so what were her stats? Was she good at like punching things in the face, or like what was she good at? She has actually very poor strength. It looks like she's actually kind of expendable. She's not that good of a character. She's almost done with her rest, so instead of waiting, just drink the water, eat the food, and as soon as she's done with that, I'm going to send them out on expedition again to test if the rad pills worked or not. How many do I have left, by the way? I have 2 anti-radiation pills left, just in case, in the off chance that this doesn't work. But people on the forum said it would work, so I wanted to test it. I think the last episode, they took them yesterday, so I'm not really exactly sure how this is going to hold together, but we'll try. I mean, figure it's worth a look. We will send out Kathy. Oh, wait, we need Puncharella. Oh, man. So, apparently, she's charismatic. Why did I thought I sent out Puncharella on the last one. Ah, well. I need somebody who's good at punching, and so we'll bring somebody that's good at punching. And then, is there anybody else in our party who is, like, really good at maiming and injuring, and generally just being, like, a hazard to society? Actually, we lack, like, a strong combat character. I probably should have kept that other guy alive and sent off one of these guys to die. She's got good charisma, though. Her charisma is not bad at all. I don't know if I should send out 2 or if I should send out 1. But I mean, I feel like we haven't been away from Brookthorpe long enough to really make proper use of any of this. Got 2 days, 3 days, 14 days. I mean, going out to there is going to cost us 27. And then from there, we could go as far as we can. But, I mean, I can't build any water butts right now because I don't have the supplies, everybody. Wish that I did, but I don't. So, unfortunately, I'm just going to send them on a little run, I guess. It's not worth it, though. That's the problem, is little runs are just not worth it. You're wasting too many supplies when you go on little runs. I'm just going to hang tight, and we'll deal with it when the time comes. We will deal when the time comes. If our next expedition is not incredibly fruitful, I think we're probably going to be on that slow death spirally walk to our graves. Unfortunately, a little bit of fuel in there. That's all nice and repaired. The vehicle, we've got all 4 tires on it, but I haven't seen any of the other parts around. I don't know what their spawn rate is, or if it's like a 1% chance or what it is. Been like looting a lot of buildings though lately. Unfortunately, until we find either the car parts, we find a way to get further out and away from home. We got a catch-22 that's coming at us from a number of different directions right now, so we can't go further out until we have more water butts, but we can't get loot from any of the closer locations, and without the loot, we can't make more water butts. And additionally, the same loot that we use for water butts is used for gas masks, and so it's just like, it's like a little bit over-punishing right now. A little bit over-punishing in terms of just like, if the loot wasn't broken, I think we'd be okay, but the loot appears to be super broken right now. I don't know. We'll give it one more expedition after this, and if it turns out okay, then I will recant everything I've ever said, but I'm a-thinking that we might not be respawning properly. They said that you can fix it by completely looting buildings and making sure there's no loot left over inside, because if there's loot left over inside, apparently the respawning doesn't work properly, and that's what causes trouble with it. I didn't want you to drink water. Don't drink water. Why are you drinking water? I clicked the wrong thing. Ass. Okay, go drink food. I think the dog is hungry. Well, the dog's going to have to deal for a little while. Doggy gonna have to deal for a little bit. I guess we'll go feed him. He's losing health. I mean, his numerical representation is falling off. I would never want mine to fall off. It seems a little unfortunate that that would happen, but what are you gonna do? Alright. So sitting where we are right now, I'm actually gonna speed the game up for a little while. Oh, it looks like we got a trader. Barbara, you want any of this stuff? I'm trading it all cheap. I don't even know why I grabbed it. Sure. I will take all of your random crap. Antibiotics, Valium, magnesium. Okay, well, there's some stuff in here that might be useful. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to get rid of the toys. We have more than enough wires to make do, but I may try to... I was hoping they would have plastic or something. Unfortunately, they don't. I'm telling you, plastic is the hardest thing to come by in this game. Hardest thing to come by. I will trade you a little bit of that, too. Just, I don't know how far this is going to go, and so anyways... We can only really afford to take, like, some of this stuff. I needed a bunch of switches, too, so I'll take those, and we can actually trade that to right there, and we'd be perfectly fine. Don't really need the magnesium for right now. Don't really need the sand. The Valium and the antibiotics would be nice, but, I mean, we can deal without them. I think the fuel will be nice, because I'm trying to get an incinerator up and running, so I'll trade the stuff that we don't want into some stuff that we do want. I mean, that was all kind of like side grades, I guess. None of it was things that I was like, yeah, we need this right now, but good enough. Whatever. Everybody just hanging out in this corner. I'll probably bypass a day or two. Just kind of chill for a bit. There's a medium dust storm, unfortunately. That is going to cause us to gain radiation. Okay, it didn't go up too high. We should be alright. You've got to use the bathroom and go to sleep, so we'll take you on over to the turlet to drop a Mega Dad Dookie. Do that right there. We'll take you and have you clean up the shelter, since apparently the dog is making binkies all over the place. After he's done dropping a deuce, we will go ahead and let somebody else on in. I'm going to wait until there's at least 5 days on every location since we last searched it before I send them out. I'm trying to be very, very careful about this. It's another heavy dust storm. 2 in a row. Unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate. So there's that. Who else needed to use the restroom? He needs to sleep, so let's go throw him in bed real fast. This weird totalitarian regime that we're running right now, where we're like, go to bed now, and everybody's just like, okay, and they listen to everything that I say. If only real life was like that. If only. You don't really have like a whole lot else going on. I suppose we just like fast forward some stuff for right now and just like make do. We've got a little bit of sleeping left to do on this side, but really, not that many problems. We've got another zombie, like a zombified human over there, wearing a sweater with a collar for some reason. Not completely sure why, but not gonna question it. Somebody's not sleeping anymore. I'm gonna sleep over here. That bed is about to break. We'll go ahead and drink some water. Have you sleep. We'll have you fix the bed. You come down and drink water real fast, and we should be good right there. How are we looking on the expedition map right now? Has it been 5 days? It has been 4 days, mostly. Okay, well, we'll wait till next rain, and then we'll let it happen. And if this one doesn't work out, I don't really know what to tell everybody. We could be up shit creek without a paddle. I don't know why you gotta be paddled before you go up shit creek, but apparently we were naughty or something. There's a spanking involved. So, whatever. She gotta use the bathroom after she gets done right there. Well, go ahead and use the bathroom if you need to. She's got all kinds of problems. Like, everything's red on her. And it's not my fault, I promise. I didn't do it. Why do I hear the sound of things like creaking? And how come nobody strips the stuff off our van either? It seems weird that nobody ever bothers it. They're like, oh, look, it's an RV over here that we could totally live inside. And it would act as a shelter for us. Let's not use that in any way with our appraisal of resources. That has gone swimmingly. Alright, so she's going to use the bathroom, and then after she uses the bathroom, She's going to drink water, and after she drinks water, she's going to go ahead and take a quick shower. After she takes a quick shower, she's going to go and eat. So she's got a lot of, like, stepping stool processes that need to be taken care of right now. I've got a stepping stool, but it's really, really wobbly, and I feel like I'm risking my life every time I get on top of it. And being a short person, I've got to risk my life very, very frequently because, like, nobody builds apartments or anything for short people. Everything that has ever been built is built for people that are, like, 9 feet tall. I can't reach half the cabinets in my house. That's why I have the stepping stool. It's ridiculous. Actually, I kind of regret moving into the place that I'm currently in. I was just trying to get out of my old place and into this one because my old place, they pissed me off. They offended me. They said something that hurt my delicate sensibilities. And so I backed away from that place, and I wanted to get out of here and move back home after college because I was still in my college town. So anyways, I moved back in, but I don't know. I think I probably should have appraised locations a little bit better before I did it because in the end, I don't know. Apartment living is apartment living, though. That's really what it comes down to is, like, you deal with the same shit at every single place you live at. Like, I've never had an apartment complex that was just like, everything here is wonderful, and I have never had a problem. It's just always something, every apartment complex ever. And you gotta stay on top of it. You gotta bug them to do, like, simple things like fixing the shit they're supposed to fix. And it's just like, this is your responsibility. How about you fix this? This is your job. Called you like 9 times now. It's been about a week. Could send somebody out. I'm like, well, we could, or we could take the day off and close the office. The place where I live, like, the landlady never works, like, ever. Like, the office says they're open Monday to Friday, like, 9 to 5, but they're never there. It's always closed. Like, I'm pretty sure she's just, like, slumlording it up and just doesn't even bother. She'll be like, all right, we signed the lease paperwork. Disappear and don't be in my life anymore. I'm going to be off from Wednesday till Monday. I will see you all on Tuesday, in which I'll be in the office for about an hour, and then I'm going to go back to just being financially independent for a living. Bye! Oh, God. I feel like we're going through resources really fast right now. It might be due to the fact that we're just, like, sitting around doing nothing and nobody's, like, out in the field. But I sort of feel like the timers have been changed, maybe. Like, things are going up a little bit faster. I don't know. I guess use the restroom again, but we've had a drought going right now for like a week. We haven't had any rain in a while, so we kind of just gotta like wait this one out and see what happens. Dust storm that just won't stop. Jesus. I'm thinking we might have to send somebody. Hey, we got rain. Okay, I was like right there. I was about to say I think we might have to send somebody to the reservoir. I'm not totally positive, but we might have to make a reservoir run. Let's go ahead and send out an expedition then, now that we know we're going to get water. I'm going to send out probably Puncharella and Laura. And this is going to be a biggin. So we need them to go out to the school, out to the shack, out to the small house in Brookthorpe, and then down to there, basically to get everything in one big clean sweep. I'm going to confirm it, even though it's going to leave me with 0 water, because we're sort of in desperation mode right now, where like there is a very, very finite set of things that need to happen in order for us to make it out of this in one piece. Puncharella, equip the crowbar. We don't really have I don't know if a gun counts as a better melee weapon than a crowbar, so I'm just going to go with a crowbar. I think it'll probably be fine. Gas masks, yes, because we're out of supplies right now. They are changing the way that gas masks work in the future. They said that this is a placeholder, and I would say that's probably a good thing, because the current system is pretty terrible. Like, you got a gas mask that works one time for like 5 minutes when you walk out on the surface. It's not ideal. I think that I would much rather, they said they're working towards a system where you find gas masks very rarely and they last forever, but you have to make filters, which I kind of feel like that might be passing the problem from just like one item to another, but we'll wait and see on the implementation. I think that right now, scavenging, I think that they've got a limited timer on it already, so you technically don't even need the gas masks or the radiation mechanic when you go scavenge. I say this with some trepidation because I know some people are going to disagree, but it seems to me that the gas mask is kind of just like a cut on top of a wound. like it doesn't need to be there because it's already very, very expensive in terms of water to go out and scavenge. And it's already super risky to go out and scavenge. You could die at any moment by a bunch of people with guns and bullets. And so scavenging is already plenty risky, especially given the fact that loot is so rare. And so to add gas masks as a limiting reagent on top of that, I feel like they might be able to just omit it entirely. And I know that's something they don't want to do because of the whole, like, oh, we're in the apocalypse vibe. But just saying, we only have one thing of water right now. You guys better come back with something, otherwise it's going to be a rough day for us. Gotta hope that our water acquisition works out here. Our acquisition, I guess. She needs to take a shower. Go ahead and back off of that. If we don't find any food on this expedition, too, I'm going to be relying on trapping pretty soon. In fact, I may build one right now. What kind of trap can I make? Out of 4 wood, 2 rope, and 4 springs, I can make an advanced... okay. I can make an advanced snare trap. I think the spear trap, I don't know which one catches deer. One of them catches deer. It's probably this one, but if we catch a rabbit with it, I'm going to cry. I'll do it in a minute. I just need people out of the shower so that we can acquire water real quick. Hopefully this turns into a very, very lucrative run. I'm hoping we come back with like armloads and armloads and armloads of good things. If we don't, it's going to be a little bit of a mess. Because we got very little food left. We've got like maybe a couple days worth of food. Water has also been sketchy, so they found a school. Alright, go ahead and take a look. Okay, so that was a very, very short rain. Go ahead and use the toilet, but we're going to be riding on empty here for a little while. Apparently they didn't find anything there because it didn't radio through. Did they? Or are they just chilling? Huh. They're just chilling there, I guess. Maybe they changed the timer on it. Yeah. See, you got to loot locations completely. Now they're respawning. Gotcha. Alright, well, let's grab everything from here. We can trade into other stuff, too, while we're out in the wasteland. We found a gas mask and a little bit of plastic. Either way, I don't know. Maybe my bitching and moaning is unnecessary. I'm not really sure. Sometimes I feel like I give it like 10 episodes before I go on a tirade about something, and then I go on the tirade, and right after I do, like, everything that I complained about gets flipped over, and I'm just like, ah, I thought I researched this enough. It's been like a week of me, like, struggling with a thing, and then right after I make a proclamation, my life is ruined. Damn it. It's odd. I don't know. So we've got a shack out here. Found ourselves a shack. Gonna be awesome if we wanted to play 2-point games, but if we're gonna be shooting free throws, unfortunately, a shack in the wilderness is not gonna help us. It is gonna be completely useless. I mean, I heard that he granted wishes for a while, so that might be useful, but whatever. Hey, we got some item. Woo. Hey, now, we got some guns. Not immediately useful, but in a trade, I'm actually just gonna get rid of these in a trade. So hopefully we run across some people at some point, and hopefully they aren't murderous bandits who want to punch me in the face over and over and over again until I expire and I stop producing carbon dioxide, because that is an activity with which I have really truly flourished throughout my life. I'm hoping we can bring back at least 10 food. Oh, we got black rain. I mean, that's better than no rain. I'll take it. I mean, we've got radio. Oh my god, what the hell just happened? Crazy shit is happening right now, and I don't even know. There was a very, very loud noise in my house of, like, the entire world falling apart, and I'm not exactly sure what it was. No, I don't want to examine Mary. I want to examine the water butt. They're like, are you sure you didn't mean Mary's butt? I meant, no, I meant water's butt. Thank you. I want to look at the water's butt right now. We've crossed paths with somebody out here who want to talk. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to him. Hopefully we don't have to gauge in melee. Why is everybody turning colors? You called me a piece of garbage, and then she said she wanted to join my gang? Yeah, actually. You're definitely the kind of person we need on our team. Make your way back to the shelter, and the family will make you feel at home. I'm actually just going to send her out to go die. She's going to be sacrificial. Unless her stats are, like, absolutely incredible, and then I might go out of my way to keep her alive. Up and standing and all that. Oh, we could have caught a deer. We could have caught a deer. That would have been the shiz. Here, put on a suit. I want to make a snare trap. Okay, so now that we got to see it, make a tier 3 snare trap and put it like right there. Radio transmission coming in. They found a small house. We're going to go ahead and let them have a look at that. I made sure last time I went through to really... How come these people aren't dying off when they're just like out in the middle of the radioactive wastewater falling from the sky? As I understand it, water that's irradiated, actually, does water hold radiation better than other substances? I don't remember. I don't recall, but we've got strangers over here. We're going to go talk to them just in case. I think it might be risky, but it's only one guy, so we might be able to make it. You want to trade, pal? Okay, he says yes. And so I'm actually going to bring back the water. Fuses, those are nice. I like fuses. We could also use wiring. And give him the teddy bear for the books, I guess. And then swap in... Well... Yeah, that'll work. Cool. Charisma going on up. Puncharella getting better at stuff. Why is her shirt the wrong color? Weird. I'm going to break it off right here, I think. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of me looking at items real fast. We found a record? What? That's marvelous. Marvelous, darling. We'll go with that right there. I always keep the concrete just in case. Like, I don't know. I'm a sucker for concrete. We found more nylon. That's pretty cool. Because I recall I used up a bunch of my nylon crafting something that just, like, fell by the wayside and made me cry. So that's cool. I probably won't take any of that. There we go. Now I can end the episode. I will see you all next time. This is Sheltered. Bye, everybody.